Hello there, monsters and men, ladies and people, and welcome. My name is Zo, and in today's early access we will have a look at the Tower of Time. The Tower of Time is a classic RPG with a real-time combat system. And why is this game in early access, you might ask? Well, let's see what the developers have to say about that. So why early access? Well, we have a completely novel combat system, and it requires careful optimization. We want to get the experience of a wider range of players to balance the combat to the most commonly played styles and reward those players who think outside the box. It's on you if you believe this or not. I always take it with a little bit of salt. So, when will this game be released? According to the developers, by the end of the year. Let's hope so then. And how is the full version different from this one? Well, all remaining levels will be added. Currently in the early access version there are 4 levels with approximately 15 hours of gameplay according to the developers. And the full game will have a total gameplay of 24 to 30 hours. So I expect another 4 levels. At least I expect another 4 levels. So that is about this game, and it's on you again if you believe this all or not. So when we are at the Tower of Time, let's go to the settings menu. There isn't a lot to show. This game doesn't look bad, it doesn't run terrible. I think it's pretty well optimized, but more options would be nice than only graphic quality, resolution and window mode. But okay. So let's go to the game and let's go to the Tower of Time. And this is actually a saved game from me, but we will load this one. Loads. So the loading, the first time it takes a while. Now things are, I think, in memory already because I already loaded it but something went wrong. So here we are in the Tower of Time, and again, as I said, it doesn't look that bad. Of course, one texture is better than the other, but overall I think this game doesn't look terrible at all. No, it's decent enough, I think. I think it's decent enough. So, the Tower of Time. Let's go to the city and then I will explain you what's going on. So, there is one chosen one who has been drawn to this tower, which you have to explore with certain heroes. You actually go to the bottom, but it's actually the top, because once the tower has been reverted by some magical power and now it's upside down into the ground. And there's the chosen one who knows the tower for some reason, because he's the chosen one, and he sends warriors to explore the tower, and he will guide them because he can look with them, because he's the chosen one. He has that power. You know, the chosen one can do everything. So this city is basically your basic hub, and we will start at the heroes. We have the barracks here. These are all the men and women you can get. These represent specific classes, so I just got this druid, Eric. Then we have this ranger and this warrior that you get from the beginning, actually. So again, I just got this one, and you will get this one later in the game for sure. And for each class you can train different things. So this is not the one I wanted, but at least you can level them up here as soon as you level up your barracks, etc. So for example, my barracks is now, you can't see it here, but my barracks is now level 2, I think. So I can get my heroes to level 3, and you will find specific items in the tower to upgrade your buildings, like your blacksmith, your mage tower, and all that good stuff to level up your heroes. And that actually costs gold, and gold you can find by defeating enemies or by just searching the area. You can find gold in treasures, yes. Then we have the blacksmith, where we can craft weapons for our heroes, and the crafting is actually simple, and I like that because personally I don't like difficult crafting at all. In MMOs I hate it. So you got these rarity, you got the green one, you got the blue one, so we got magic, ancient, and you got relic. And you can find these items again by looting, by defeating enemies and loot them, or just explore the world in chests, etc. And also by just disenchanting other weapons. So when you got enough stones to craft something, you just select the thing you want and you do craft, and that's it. or you can enchant an existing weapon. So for example, for my warrior guy, I can go to this plate and then I can enchant, / which item. Oh no, I'm lost in enchanting. But anyhow, you can enchant your things. I'm sorry, I'm lost there now. But you can also enchant your items. Yes. So let's go back, but we have more. We have my armory. So, oh, you actually have to upgrade your armory to upgrade your heroes. Duh. Not the barracks, but your armory. So, for example, I upgrade my armory and the current max hero level is level 3. And if I upgrade it with gold and I need this blueprint, which you can find in the tower, I can upgrade them to 6. And I can only upgrade these 3 heroes in the armory. And for example, for the druid, we have the mage tower and we have to upgrade the mage tower. It's currently the max level is level 1 because I haven't found the blueprint yet. But the mage tower does affect these 2 heroes. Then we have the library where you can see our quests. So I have this one completed and this one are still going on. We got our bestiary. Oh, that's a difficult word for me. Where we can see all the encounters that we have encountered, all the enemies that we have encountered yet, with some stats and some description and abilities and etc. And we have to keep. This was what I was looking for earlier. So we have to keep where we have our individual stats of our heroes, of our characters. So for example, we have this Cain, and each time you level up a character, you can give him points. So might, which is just raw power, speed, which is actually walking speed, and I think attack speed, mastery, which has to do with his spell power basically, and life are your hit points. So you can do whatever you like, but of course a druid needs more mastery than a warrior who needs more might. Simple as that. But you can give a warrior mastery if you want. No problem at all. Then we have an inventory. As you can see here, we can also dismantle things. And then you get crafting items back. Or at least materials to craft. We have nothing to disenchant, but you can do that. And also there is this skill tree. And each warrior has his skills. Has their own skills. So we got Cain has Create Wall, Reinforced Armor, First Aid. And these unlock at level 3, 4 and 5 accordingly. And then we have a ranger who has fire arrows, hunter's mark, arrow barrage. And also my druid has earth blessing, healing totem and summon elemental. But each skill, as soon as you level up a hero, you can choose a side effect for one skill. So for example, you can choose the path to go additionally increase armor for all party members, which I did. Or I could have chosen increase all elemental resistance by 20%. And also for the create wall. Wall has now to slow all enemies, or I could have chosen to do extend. I'm sorry if you see that was the wrong button. Or I could have chosen to extend the duration by an additional 10 seconds. And in this way you can customize your heroes and customize your skills. So there is the customization. You can actually customize them according to your playstyle, how you want to play. So that is neat. We always like that. So that was a lot of up. I think we got the basics here. Let's go to the tower and see how the gameplay is like. So let's enter. And I don't know with how many characters you can go into the tower. I only have 3, of course, and I can select all 3. Maybe the limit is 4, maybe 5. I really don't know. I can't tell. I'm sorry, I haven't played enough for that. And I like these images. I'm a sucker for that kind of things. So we're in the tower here and we can explore. This is actually the map and I've done this now. And that took me 2 hours, yeah. And this will go to, I think, the 2nd floor. But we haven't even fully, as you can see, fully explored the 1st floor. And I still have, here's my quest log, plenty of quests left. So let's give it a voice behind to Risen. Eliminated. Oh, I think that's the main quest of this level. And here's another quest, and here's another quest that are still open. So, but we can have a look. As you can see, the game looks quite nice again, as I said. This is the entrance to the 2nd floor, and I don't know if I want to go there yet because I haven't discovered. Oh, it's probably broken, and I need a quest for that, right? That looks horrible, and that looks like a very far drop. Is this a quest, or what did I do? So, porcels. Okay, so I don't read the story, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys if you want to play it. Did this add the quest? No, it did not. But so we have to go this way then. What is funny though is that, well, the music in the background, in my opinion, gets repetitive, but most of the games it does. But in a cutscene, I actually heard music from Machinima Sound. I actually downloaded that particular song also for some outro that I wanted to make. That is a fact there. I thought that was funny because I knew that song. So let's explore. I think we have explored this all, and our only option now is to fight. So when you see enemies, there are always groups, and as you can see here, I will fight those. I will fight these enemies. These are actually orcs now. Let's have a look. They will come to me, and then to fight, you can see what's there. So these are my enemy types that I will encounter, and I can choose to withdraw. No, I don't want to fight now. Or I just fight, and I have to fight because I have to go there. So let's show you how the combat works. Let's fight. And the combat, I gotta say, it's not really my thing. I can understand why people would like it, but right now, I gotta be honest, it's not my thing. And also I think a lot of effects and sounds are missing. Again, this game is still in early access, so it has a proper excuse for that, sort of to say. But there's just some information. So at the start of a battle, you can reposition your heroes. Again, remember, it's real time. So we reposition our warrior to go there. Our archer to stay at the back. This is actually their attack range, as you can see, this circle. And we also got our druid, and we will leave him at the back also. And then what we have to do is we have to start. And as you have seen here, each character hero has different skills here, which we can click, and they cost a certain amount of mana, and mana will regen over time. So here, this one got 88 of the 88, 120 of the 120, and 140, 140. And also these 1, 2, and 3, they represent the shortcut on your keyboard, how to select them. What I would have liked is more keyboards actually. Not more keyboards, what the hell? More shortcuts. I would have liked more shortcuts also for your skills. So for example, I press 1 and then Q, and then I select the first skill. That's not there yet, but I hope that will come, because that would improve my player experience, to be honest. And what we also have, because enemies will just come, they will just come. And sometimes it can be a little bit, well, not chaotic, but you have to do a lot, in my opinion, because you have to manage 3 heroes which have 3 skills. You have to do the skills, you have to reposition your heroes if enemies come at you, and those are quite a lot of things to manage, in my opinion. What you can do is slow time, which is nice. To be honest, I haven't used it yet, but you can do it. So then the time to go slower, and you have more time to manage all your things, because again, there are quite a lot of things, and that's why they probably did slow time. So they thought of that, but still, maybe it's a little bit too much for me. And I'm giving my personal opinion now. It's probably a little bit too much for me. So let's start. Or do we have to do something? No, we can't. Let's start. So, oh, I'm actually getting shot already. So you go a little bit back. You get the fire arrow, shoot at him. What does the druid do? Well, we can summon an elemental here to fight for me. And then they just keep shooting, as you can see. Oh, there's actually some poison. I dodged that. And they will just keep shooting for now. No, not going to poison. And the beginning is actually quite simple. And as you can see here at the bar on top, you can see how far you are. So I now have 17% of all the enemies defeated. Come here, bro. So let's go to my archer. Let's do the windy arrows. And what can you do? Oh, damn it. I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, that was the ability to give everyone extra earth damage. So let's kill you. I don't know why they're aggroing to these 2 guys and not to this warrior. Maybe because they do more damage. I know there is some kind of taunt system, but I probably do not have the skill yet to attract the attention of these monsters. And because they do more damage, they will probably go to them. So this is actually the combat. It's real time. They did not lie. And right now there aren't that many many creatures coming, so it is manageable, but I can expect that it will be more intense in the later levels. And to be honest, when I didn't have my druid, just before I had my druid, those encounters, those were quite, well, not tough, but I had to do a lot. You have to move your archer, move your warrior, do that skill, do this skill. And that druid actually made things a lot easier, because I can summon the elemental and the druid will just... Oh, that's an error. I cannot look, if I'm here, I cannot look all the way there. Then it will go down. Well, I don't know if that's an error, but actually the druid saved me, because he can summon an air elemental, and that one will take a lot of aggro for me. As you can see now, they just shoot from a distance and everything goes quite smooth, actually. And you see again, I want to use shortcuts for my skills, but I can't. And I think, again, that would be... If you have to manage a lot and he knows all the shortcuts, I think selecting skills and stuff goes a lot better and faster. I know you have slow time, but still, it would be a nice feature. So now we have defeated our enemy, and what do we get? We get a shield and we get one magic shard. So now the enemies are defeated. Maybe we get a little bit of lore if we move on. What's in here? Nothing yet. There's a nasty fountain here. And for most of the objects, as you can see, there is some kind of lore thing. So in this fountain there's no water, just a strange substance. Where do we have to go? What happens? There's a guillotine here. Doesn't look nice. Doesn't look like a nice area where I want to be. So one green crystal. Sleeping area. So what did these orcs do? Oh my god, they're actually the undead yet. There are the undead again. So we probably have to go that way. What's here? A teleporter. Oh, there are orcs. Oh my god. Living quarters. So there's a teleporter actually, and I can teleport to each of these locations to fast travel, which is nice. What is this? To find the magic scroll scattered across the tower. Alright, so we will read the scroll to you or to the warrior? No, to the ranger read. So you got actually health increased by 16, which is nice. As you can see, there's still a lot to discover for me. And there are all kind of these things in the level, so this... Oh, there's a cutscene that I was talking about. I don't know what I skipped it, but here you can see an example of a cutscene.
This land was once a beautiful place. All 5 races lived in relative peace and harmony. Trade flourished and technological advancements were made. Humans were the most populous and occupied the central lands. Dwarves lived in the highlands of the west and built underground cities filled with precious stones. Elves were caretakers of vast living forests in the east. To the north, mighty frostlings ruled icy plains and frozen seas. To the south, mystical shadow people wandered great deserts. The world was in balance. There was no magic as we know it today. No mysterious powers over air or fire. No magic-fueled artifacts able to grind mountains to dust. There were godlike beings, rulers of 4 elements, but their power came from immortality and wisdom, not from mystical force. Instead, there was progress, technological advancements that gave races control over the world. Steam machines, electricity, amber stones which could harness the energy of the sun, medicine, metallurgy, and flying machines. People's ambitions raised ever higher, to reach the stars one day. Then, one day, strange globes of dark blue light began to appear in random places. People did not know what to make of them, but they soon learned that if touched, they were absorbed by the body, giving the person mystical powers. They could heal wounds, call rain to fertilize crops, or lift heavy objects. Most people assumed this power came from the earth itself, as a reward for them being worthy, or caring about the land so much. Only some doubted that, and wondered where the power really came from, and what would be the real price to pay for it.
So that is it, a cutscene. Again, I really like it. I really like it. It gives so much value, in my opinion, to these types of games. Ooh, I found a blueprint so I can upgrade my mage tower. I will do that first, so you can see how that works. So we go to the city. You can go to the city anytime. We can go to the mage tower, we upgrade it, and that means we can upgrade my hero. If I have enough gold to train, yes I do, confirm. And with that gold again, oh, not with that gold, I upgraded him. Then we go to the, where do we have to go? Not to there, to the keep. There we go, there we have my druid. I have got 3 points I can spend, so I spend 1 on mastery, 1 on life, and 1 on speed, because I don't think might is any useful for you. And I got my skill tree. I got 3 points needed. And I have 3 points left to upgrade this. Maybe I actually want this. Summons water elemental instead with 100 health, water damage attacks. It has a range of 14 meters, so this actually... No, I don't want that. No, maybe we do more potent. Can we? 3 points left, 1 point needed. Why can't I do this? Okay, I actually don't know. Can I do this? I can do this one. Oh, I also didn't upgrade this one. Okay. Increase duration by 3 seconds. Elemental resistance duration. We upgrade this then. Got 2 points left. So we also add health to this one. And then we're done for that. So that's actually how it works. And that's how you can customize your hero. And again, I really like the cutscenes. It adds value. And let's go back. We enter it. Fortunately, you enter the place where you went to the city, so you don't have to walk the whole way back. And I really, because I also hate those kind of things. Yes, I hate a lot, do I? Yeah, things need to be easy. So now we choose: do we fight the orcs or do we fight the undead? Let's go to the undead. Why not? So let's fight them, see what's behind there, and then I think you get the feeling about this game, right? So let's fight. Where do they come from? They probably come from here and from here. There are 3 entrances, probably not from back here. So I think it's safe to... Where will more people come? Because this gate is huge, but we let you stand in the middle and you too. So you can shoot both actually. Let's start battle. And they actually come from there. So we choose you and... Oh, they're also coming from that side. Oh, they're coming a lot. See, they're already coming a lot more. And for example, undead, they are more vulnerable against... Why don't you shoot? They are more vulnerable against fire damage. So that are also things to take into account in this combat. And there are also enemies who have more resistance against a specific type of damage. But then you will see a shield with, for example, a fire shield or a water shield or whatever. And why can't you reach that? Come on, shoot him in the balls, man. You too. Why do you walk all the way over there? It's not needed. Oh, there come the biggies. And why do you come from there? Oh crap. So let's bump up the resistance, shall we? Then we do the fire arrows again. We want to do more earth damage to everything. And I think we are safe for now. Let's do the fire arrows. The windy arrows. And as you can see, the combat is missing a little bit of feedback in my opinion, and some cool effects. It feels a little bit too dull. That's the word I'm looking for. It feels a little bit too dull. As you can see here, more fire resistance. That's how it works. So much more can be done, and I hope they will fix that in the full version of the game, or as early access goes on. I hope they will make it more, well, more feedbackable, more fun, more not really responsive, but less dull. More effects, make it more fancy, because it can be more fancy, but everything seems so slow. But I mean, if I have this warrior and just cut his head off, I don't know, it's something amazing. I hope you get what I mean, because I ramble a lot. Oh, I need to heal you, but I'm doing that. What do we find here? More armor. And let's see what's at the end. It's another ambush. And sometimes you get this, you get an ambush, and then you have to fight. But I think you get the meaning of this game, right, and how it will play. I don't think it's a bad game, and I really think the cutscenes add a lot to this game, to the storytelling of it, and I'm curious to see where it goes. So this was my first look of the Tower of Time. Again, the combat can be more responsive in my opinion, a little bit more fancy. I would like that. So guys, thank you a lot for watching. This game is currently available in early access for 15 euros or your local equivalent. Dollars, pounds, I don't know which one, but 15 euros. You can do the math, right? So then I would say thank you a lot for watching, guys and girls. If you liked this video, feel free to press the like button, and if you did not, well, the other button is right next to it. Feel free to subscribe if you want more first looks of early access games, first impressions of full games, or just other silly gameplay. And then I would like to say thank you a lot for watching, and for now, as always, to be continued.